was turning 60. I was flipping out. Wow, 60, it's over the speed limit, And I, you get reflective. You start thinking about what you've done, what you haven't done. You start realizing, you only got... And so I always had this romantic notion about being a teacher. I went to school to be a teacher. I never did it, and it's just on my mind. And I'm worried about kids again. We go back to kids, and I'm worried about, we drop out 1 million kids in this country. 1 million kids a year out of this. What, are you kidding me? How do you sustain a great country? And there's all this conventional wisdom that it's the teacher's fault, it's this fault, it's that fault, it's funding, it's not funding. And I wanted to see what it was. I really wanted to see. So I just started to try to do it. And I was just going to do it, take my praxis and, find a place. And Teach for America I was gathering all that stuff. And then I did what I normally do when I want to do something and I'm afraid I won't follow through. I tell all my friends. And I told them, I'm going to take a year off, a couple of years maybe, teach high school. Yeah, I can do it. And I told a friend of mine who's a reality producer, this guy Leslie Greif, and Leslie said, that would make a great TV show. I said, Leslie, you can't do a reality show about teaching because the teacher would have an agenda, the kids, and you would have an agenda, ratings, and I don't want to go through that. He said, what if you could do it your way? I said, it would be great because then maybe we'd have a louder bullhorn. We could expose, maybe we could go into an inner city high school in America and show what's really going on, show people what's really going on. It's amazing. We could do that. It's okay. I said, but you'll never sell it. 20 minutes later, he calls me back. I sold it. Says, we got a meeting at A&E to discuss your new teacher show. And I just liked the sound of that, my new teacher show. So we went. They said we could do it my way, and we went. We ended up in Philadelphia. We tried it here in New York. We were working in New York. Worked at Stinkin' Lincoln High School up in. I taught a couple of days up there. That was wild. Great principal. And then we ended up down in Philadelphia. The mayor Nutter, big booster of children, thought maybe this would be something that would help the school district. But then it became a real thing. You had to go through the rigmarole of getting passed through the SRC, and and it was nip and tuck for a while. But then finally, I convinced them, and I had to go through orientation and do all that stuff. It was it was called Strong Beginnings. You know what's funny? I'll tell you what's funny. So after 3 years, 30% of teachers quit. After 5 years, almost 50% quit. And I went to orientation with 800 first-year teachers. 800 entering the district. There was a few experienced people coming from other districts, basically college kids, okay? I'm telling you, you could have taken over the world with these kids. They were like so ready to teach and change the world and do their part. 3 years later, 30% of them quit. Why? What happened? I'm telling you, there are bad teachers. There's no doubt. Just like there's bad actors, but there's a lot more discouraged teachers. I think that's what I saw anyway. So anyway, it's a comprehensive high school of 3,500 kids in Northeast Philly, Cotman and Algon, the Northeast Vikings. Any Vikings in the house? Oh, and it's been it really changed me a lot. It gave me a real insight into teaching. People think, oh, a tough job. Holy mackerel! It's a calling. It's heartbreaking. It's sometimes you're elated, but it's many times heartbreaking, and so hard. You try teaching a 5-paragraph essay to a bunch of 10th graders. I'd rather dig a ditch. It's so hard. It's like, thesis statement. Let me just try to get this right. But it was the most incredible year. 181 days. And I think that show had an effect. They canceled it like after 7 weeks, but I stay and I teach for the rest of the year, and I ended up great. In fact, one of my proudest moments is the principal says to me, who was very skeptical, said, Miss Carroll said to me, "Would you like to come back?" And I said to her, "You know, I'd love to come back, Miss Carroll, but at this point in my life, I'm not sure I want to care this much about anything, because it takes such emotional fortitude. Because you know what happens is, nowadays, in order to get the kids to work, you got to prove to them that you like them, that you care about them. It's not like a teacher, like you went to school, I got to work. No, you got to show them. And so you go out of your way to make sure these kids know you care about them. And then they might do a modicum of work for you, but invariably what they will do is tell you about their lives. And their lives, you want to talk about lives, you go, so you got to report some of the stuff that you've just been, they just confided in you. It's the emotional grind. I had so many adoption fantasies. It's crazy. Having said that, the book I wrote, I'm so proud of it. Just last night on the line at the show, a woman said to me, and it happens all the time, "I read your book. I'm a teacher. It really helped." Or, you know, it's like, it's amazing, and it all came out of that. You know what I saw, and so reality TV, sometimes, you know, sometimes.